The jQuery addClass method allows you to add one or more CSS class names to the class attribute of an HTML element. Down here in line 25, I'm calling the addClass method for every paragraph in the page. So here I'm saying for every paragraph in the page, add the class red. And red is just a string I'm passing to the addClass method. So if you look up here, you'll see there are 3 paragraphs. There's also a section element. There's a reason for that, but there's 3 paragraphs and they each say I want to be red. Right now, none of them have any classes. There's also up here a style definition, so we have .red, so any element with the red class is going to be red. So back down here in line 23, I had a click event handler so that when this first button is clicked, every paragraph will have the red CSS class added to it. And then button 2 click just allows us to reload the page to kind of start over. So let's just see this in action. So I'm going to drag the HTML file addClass method basic over to my browser, and you can see I've got these 2 buttons. Now once again, remember, this is a paragraph, the last 2 are paragraphs, but this is a section. And watch what happens when I click this button. The first, third, and fourth lines turn red. And why is that? Because they're all paragraphs and they all have the red class. If I click start over, we can just start over. But when I click the add red class to paragraphs button, I see that these 3 paragraphs turn red. If I inspect this HTML, you can see that these 3 paragraphs each have the red class, which makes them red. If I click start over, you can see none of the paragraphs have the red class. Now I click the button, they do have the red class, and the section is ignored. And I left that there just to illustrate that only the paragraphs are getting the red class. The section element is being ignored, so it stays black. And once again, this is all happening because right here we're saying every paragraph, use the addClass method, pass it the word red, and it adds the red class to it, in this case making the text red. The class name is arbitrary, but the most important thing to remember is that the addClass method takes a string as its argument, and that string contains one or more classes that you want to add to an HTML element.